हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू माय चैनल ओमनी ज्ञान। मेरे चैनल ओमनी ज्ञान में आप सब लोगों को फिर से बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। सो दिस वीडियो इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर क्लास 11 स्टूडेंट्स, ओके। एंड द टॉपिक दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस टुडे इज द एलिंग प्लैनेट, द ग्रीन मूवमेंट्स रूल, written by Nani Palkhivala, okay, and this is from your core English, that is resonance, okay. And I am going to make here a full explanation, a detailed explanation, and you're not going to miss anything out. So let us start the video without delay. All right, so I have divided this whole topic into different the whole lesson into different headings, so that you can understand, you can have a better understanding of the whole topic of the whole lesson very nicely. All right, and the lesson is little complicated. There are plenty of informations in this particular lesson which you need to understand, okay. Now even after making this explanation, इस explanation के बावजूद मैं आप सब लोगों से रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगा, I would like to request all of you that please take help of the textbook before exam. Please do a book reading, okay. आप लोग एक बुक रीडिंग कीजिए, क्योंकि बुक रीडिंग करेंगे उससे आप लोगों को बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्प होगा, ठीक है। क्योंकि बुक इन दिस बुक देयर आर लॉट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशंस, डेट्स, नेम्स दैट यू मस्ट रिमेंबर, ओके। आप सब लोगों को जो है डेट्स, जगह, प्लेसेस, ये सब जगह जो है, ये सब चीज़ें जो है आप लोगों को मेमोराइज करना है। उसके लिए आप बुक की मदद आप लोग ले सकते हैं। प्लीज टेक द हेल्प ऑफ द बुक, ओके। बट आई विल ट्राई टू कवर अप एवरीथिंग थ्रू माई एक्सप्लेनेशन, ओके। तो हम लोग ज़्यादा डिले ना करते हुए हम लोग वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो पहला जो सब टॉपिक, जो सब हेडिंग जो मैंने दिया है वो है ग्रीन मूवमेंट। तो सबसे पहले द मोमेंट यू लुक एट योर बुक एंड यू विल सी हियर that the name of the topic is the ailing planet, okay. Ailing means sick, okay, not well. That means our planet is not healthy, our planet is not well, okay. And that is what the writer here, Nani Palkhivala, is talking about, okay. And here she basically the writer basically writes about what human beings responsibilities, and I have done a short analysis at the end of the video that I'll be sharing with all of you, okay. So let us start, okay. So Nani Palkhivala compares the green movement to an exciting idea that caught people's attention about 25 years ago. तो Nani Palkhivala जो है वो compare करती है green movement, she compares green movement, okay, to an exciting idea that caught people's attention about 25 years ago in 1972. तो 1972 में, 25 साल पहले 1972 में एक बहुत एक्साइटिंग आइडिया जो कि ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन है, ठीक है, उसको लेके नैनी पालखीवाला बात कर रहे हैं। और ये जो आइडिया था ग्रीन मूवमेंट, इट अट्रैक्टेड पीपल्स अटेंशन एक्चुअली, ओके। एंड व्हेन डिड इट स्टार्ट? इट ऑल बिगेन व्हेन न्यूजीलैंड फाउंडेड द फर्स्ट ग्रीन पार्टी। तो न्यूजीलैंड ने सबसे पहले एक पहला पार्टी फाउंड किया था जिसका नाम था ग्रीन पार्टी। प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस, ओके। न्यूजीलैंड founded a new party which was called the Green Party that covered the whole country. पूरे न्यूजीलैंड को, पूरे कंट्री को कवर किया था इस ग्रीन पार्टी ने, okay. And this is how the green movement started actually, was initiated actually, okay. Okay, अब यहाँ पे क्या है कि people used to see things, what the author he says that what people used to see things in a very narrow way, just like the way we look at machines, okay. Now when you look at a machine, say for example, let me try to explain you one thing here, कि आप जब एक मशीन को देखते हैं, do you find any emotion in machines, do you find any expression in machines? No, हम लोग किसी मशीन में कोई इमोशन, कोई एक्सप्रेशन नहीं देखते। So it's sort of a boring thing. So people, यहाँ पे ये कहने का मतलब है, the author tries to say here is that people used to see things in a very narrow way once upon a time, but now at present people have started seeing things more broadly or in a very holistic way. Holistic means that covers everything up, an all-round way of seeing, okay. Say for example, when we talk of planet, say for example, it has recently come up actually about this, say for example, the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, okay, the Clean India campaign, okay. It is a very recent thing. Otherwise people never saw environment or our planet is a very serious thing, but now these things have become a very serious issue. So holistic means that we look at everything in a very broader way, and everything is what the writer says is that everything is connected to one another. We are connected to, you see, human beings are connected to animals, animals are connected to human beings, we are connected to plants, plants are connected to us, everything is interconnected. Okay, so Nani Palkhivala, the author here, he is saying that everything is interconnected. So we are now seeing things in a very broad way and how everything is connected to one another, just like when Copernicus showed that planets move around the sun. See, at one time people had this notion that the sun moved, the earth was static, or other planets were static. They were fixed. They were fixed at one place. But it was Copernicus who gave the through his observation, he gave the notion that no, planets moved around the earth. So all planets moved around the sun. So all the planets move around the sun actually. So that means what? We see things in a broader way. That concept that only sun moves and all the planets are fixed, that notion was changed. That old mentality was changed because people did not know. But through his observation and experiments, Copernicus found that no, it was planets that moved around the sun. So we now have a very broader way of looking at things now. So not only human beings are important, but everything in this planet is important now. That we have come to realize at present, which was not thought earlier. Okay, I hope you have understood this thing. Then you see the next heading that I have given is holistic earth concept. Holistic, I told you, all round. When we see everything, okay, we don't only consider one thing. हम लोग सिर्फ एक ही चीज को consider नहीं करते. आज हम लोग बहुत सारी चीजों को consider करते हैं. Animal rights have come. Environmental activists, they have come up with plenty of laws, like cutting of trees, felling of forests. These should not be done. Okay, so very strict laws have come now, and we have started seeing things from a very holistic approach. Okay, so holistic earth concept, the new way of thinking, sees the earth like a giant living thing that needs certain things to stay alive. Obviously, for our planet earth to survive, it is a very giant living thing. Earth, you see, people at one time considered that earth is a non-living object, right or wrong? But now we have started seeing that no, earth is a very big but living thing. And in order that the earth survive, earth के survival के लिए कुछ चीजों का जरूरत होता है. For the earth to survive, the earth needs plenty of things to stay alive. Now don't take earth only as a planet. You have to consider the contents also. Contents means what constitutes earth: human beings, flora, fauna, so many things that makes earth. So in order for all of those to survive, flowers, vegetables, plants, animals, human beings, for all of us to survive, we need so many things for our survival. And out of all those elements in the earth, humans are key part of it. Key means main part of it. Animals are there, plants are there, so many things are there, but human beings, the writer says that human beings are actually the main part on this planet, on our planet. Okay. Now the most important thing that that the writer wants to focus is that our earth is getting sicker. I told you, sick means ailing. Sick का मतलब है ailing. Somebody who is not well, ailing. Okay, I went to see my ailing grandmother. I went to see my ill grandmother. My grandmother who was ill. So sick means ailing. So our earth is getting sicker like a person. So you see that earth is not only a particular thing. It has been considered as a living thing, not a non-living thing. That is why the poet says that just like a person who gets sick, what do? You give medicines. You take him to or take her to a doctor. You are very concerned. आप बहुत चिंतित हो जाते हैं जब कोई इंसान, जो आपका कोई फैमिली मेंबर, जब उसको बुखार होता है या वो बीमार होता है, तो आप क्या करते हैं? आप डॉक्टर के पास ले जाते हैं या आप मेडिकेशंस देते हैं उसको, राइट और रॉन्ग? जस्ट लाइक दैट our earth is also getting sicker and our earth also needs to be healthy. हमारे अर्थ को भी हेल्दी होना पड़ता है, हेल्दी होना चाहिए. और हम इसके लिए क्या कर सकते हैं? What we human beings can do, the writer will tell you about that. Okay, we will discuss. We notice this and start doing things like sustainable development. मैं आपको सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट का मीनिंग बताऊंगा. आई विल टेल यू द मीनिंग ऑफ सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट इन केस इफ इट कम्स इन द एग्जाम in very simple language. Okay, so we notice and start doing things like sustainable development to meet our needs now without harming things for the future. देखिए सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट का मीनिंग मैं आपको नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में दिखाऊंगा, बट इससे पहले आप एक चीज जान लीजिए कि हम अब जो है नाउ दैट वी हैव स्टार्टेड कंसीडरिंग अर्थ आल्सो लाइक ए लिविंग थिंग, so now we are working for sustainable development to meet our needs. Now in order to meet our needs, we cannot harm nature, we cannot harm the things that are present on earth. Without harming, without causing any harm to the things around us, we have to meet our needs also. हमारी जो जरूरत है उसे हम जरूर फुलफिल करें, लेकिन किसी को चोट पहुंचा के नहीं. इसी का मतलब है सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट. आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू explanation for that. So you can see here is that sustainable development का मतलब क्या है. Now this is not written in the book, I am just giving you an extra information in case आपको जरूरत पड़े इसका. तो sustainable development का meaning क्या है. Sustainable development means doing things today, आज, today, in a way that helps us now without making things harder for people in the future. Say for example, I am just giving an example. Say for example, I need to make furnitures. I am a businessman. Okay, I'm a businessman. I deal with furnitures, and I, make a lot of furnitures out of wood. Now, in order to do that, what I do is that I go to a certain forest, employ people there, hundreds of people there, and cut down the entire forest for my benefit. No, that is going to be bad for the future of the country, for the future of the nation. That is going to break the balance of nature. नेचर का जो बैलेंस है वो खत्म हो जाएगा. देन सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट कैन नॉट टेक प्लेस. सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट ओनली मीन्स दैट आई कैन फुलफिल माई नीड, बट फॉर फ्यूचर दोज जनरेशंस हु विल बी कमिंग इन फ्यूचर, देयर फ्यूचर शुड नॉट बी हार्म्ड. उनका फ्यूचर खराब नहीं होना चाहिए. देयर फ्यूचर शुड नॉट बिकम बैड. लाइक द एग्जांपल दैट आई गिव राइट नाउ about cutting of woods. I can make furniture, no problem, but that does not mean that I will cut the entire forest for my profit. That I cannot do. Why? It will damage the future things. Okay, right? So it's like using the resources. जो resources हमारे आसपास nature में available है, in our planet, whatever resources that we have, we should use it wisely so that they don't run out. Run out मतलब वो खत्म ना हो जाए. हम अपने आसपास जो है रिसोर्सेज हम रिसोर्सेज यूज कर सकते हैं. लाइक आई गिव द एग्जांपल ऑफ वुड. ओके, सो देयर आर सेवरल अदर रिसोर्सेज दैट वी हैव अराउंड अस. ओके, दैट वी कैन यूज, बट वी हैव टू यूज वेरी वाइजली. से पेट्रोलियम इज वन, वी हैव टू यूज इट वेरी वाइजली. ओके, नॉट बर्निंग पेट्रोल विदाउट यूज. ओके, आई हैव मनी, आई कैन बाय पेट्रोल, बट दैट डज नॉट मीन दैट आई एम गोइंग टू एग्जॉस्ट इट विदाउट एनी यूज. No, without any proper, any proper use, है ना. So it is like using resources wisely so that they don't run out, they don't get finished, and taking care of the environment also, so it stays healthy for a long time. So that our environment stays healthy for a long time, we have to use the resources around us very wisely. तो हमें resources का सही तरीके से इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए ताकि वो खत्म ना हो जाए और फ्यूचर जनरेशन के लिए वो खराब ना बन जाए. तो हम सिर्फ अपने बारे में ना सोचे. लेट अस नॉट बी सेल्फिश. द राइटर हियर वांट्स टू से दैट लेट अस नॉट बी सेल्फिश. लेट अस नॉट बी सेल्फिश. लेट अस थिंक अबाउट आवर फ्यूचर जनरेशन आल्सो. ओके, I would like to read 4 lines from your book, 4-5 lines from your book, page number 21, the Ailing planet. Okay, page number 21. This is the third paragraph. I'll just read to support my answer. Okay, now you can check your book, page number 21. The concept of sustainable development was popularized in 1987. The concept of सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट, ये जो सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट है ये कब ये डेवलप हुआ था. ये कॉन्सेप्ट ये 1987 में डेवलप हुआ था. कॉन्सेप्ट प्लीज रिमेंबर द डेट. by the World Commission on Environment and Development. Okay, I'm writing here World Commission on Environment and development. Please remember this term, this name, development. Okay, in 1987 this concept got developed, and it was developed by whom? It was popularized by whom? It was popularized by World Commission on Environment and Development. Okay, now there was one report actually. In the report of this World Commission on Environment and Development, what is the report? In the report they said what? In the report they said that in its report, it defined the idea as development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generations. So it is the same thing that I am telling you. It is the same thing that I am telling you here only. We cannot compromise with the future things. To meet our needs at present, we cannot compromise. We cannot harm the future. है ना? So ability of future generations to meet their needs without stripping the natural world of resources future generations would need. Now, future generations would need these natural resources only. If we finish up all the natural resources, what will the future generation do? They will not be able to utilize anything. There will be no petroleum left, no petrol left. How will they run their vehicles, right? So we cannot compromise the future for our present needs. This is what is being told in the book, page 21. Okay, now let us continue. So the next subheading is environmental awakening and species diversity. So this awakening in our selves regarding environment has to be there, and the writer also talks about the diversity of species, okay, variety of species that we have around us. Now, it's a very interesting thing to note here. You see that the idea of a mirror at a zoo in Zambia. एक zoo है Zambia में, okay? तो Zambia के zoo में जो है, zoo का नाम है Lusaka Zambia में, ठीक है? Lusaka नाम का एक जगह है, a place called Lusaka, and in this Lusaka, which is in Zambia actually, there's a zoo, and in that zoo one, poster is hanged there, okay? That says that world's most dangerous animal. So what happens is that there's a mirror kept. And on the top of the mirror it is written world's most dangerous animal. And when people come and look at the mirror, they see their own faces only. So that means who is the world's most dangerous animal? It is, in turn, it is human beings only. Okay, so just to aware people that how dangerous human beings can be, and you see, as I will be explaining you will see that how the author has blamed human beings for so many things. Okay, actually we are responsible for so many things. Okay, we are cutting down forests to build resorts, buildings, natural habitats are getting destroyed, animal habitats are getting destroyed, the homes of animals, which is which are forests, are all getting destroyed, and animals are becoming extinct, right? They have no food to eat. Why? Because we human beings have started destroying so many things. You can watch a cartoon movie. It is Delhi Safari. Okay, the name of the movie is Delhi Safari. It's a cartoon movie, Hindi movie, Delhi Safari. You can watch this movie. It's a very interesting movie on animals versus human beings. Okay, and all the animals, they go to meet the Prime Minister in Delhi to tell the Prime Minister that don't cut our forests for your personal needs. Otherwise, where we will go? If tomorrow all the animals say, human beings, they come and destroy our homes. If tomorrow we, the animals, if we come and destroy your homes, then what will you do? So we request you, the Prime Minister, that please save us. So it's a very interesting movie. You can watch that. So this mirror was kept there, and in that mirror, on the top of the mirror, it was written that world's most dangerous animal. And when people came, they saw their own faces and they realized that yes, we are the world's most dangerous animals. And it shows how human affect things. Actually, we have been affecting things. हम लोग नेचर के साथ बहुत छेड़खानी करते हैं, इसलिए जो है पोल्यूशन इतना बढ़ता जा रहा है, ग्लोबल वार्मिंग इंक्रीज होता जा रहा है इसी के लिए, ठीक है. इट रिमाइंड्स अस दैट वी लिव विथ 1.4 मिलियन स्पीसीज. हमें ये कभी नहीं भूलना चाहिए कि हम 1.4 मिलियन स्पीसीज के साथ रहते हैं. इसका मतलब एनिमल्स आर नॉट सेपरेट आइडेंटिटी, दे आर वन, दे आर इक्वल विथ अस, दे आल्सो हैव द राइट टू लिव. तो हमें एक दूसरे का ख्याल करना चाहिए. वी मस्ट टेक केयर ऑफ वन अनदर. तो 1.4 मिलियन स्पीसीज के साथ हम रहते हैं और हमें वी हैव द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ टेकिंग केयर ऑफ देम. वी नो अबाउट and maybe even more that we haven't found yet. Not only 1.4 million species, there are hundreds and millions of more species maybe on Earth that we even do not know. Okay, so we're living with them, and we have to live with them, and if we want to live with them, we have to live with them in harmony, in peace. हमें peacefully उनके साथ रहना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं है कि animal है इसलिए मैं animal को जो है उस पे torture करूँगा. It's not like that I should torture an animal. We must live in harmony with all the species that we know, that we do not know. ठीक है, अब आगे बढ़ते हैं थोड़ा. Influential figures like Mr. L.K. Jha of the Brand Commission highlighted humanity's indifference towards ecological concerns. हम लोग जो है नेचर को लेके बिल्कुल thoughtful नहीं है, concerned नहीं है. We are not at all serious when we talk of nature. Okay, we are throwing garbage anywhere and everywhere. We have no concerns. We are completely indifferent. मतलब हम लोग ignore करते हैं. We ignore when it comes to nature. Okay, we are so selfish that we only think about ourselves. So influential figures like Mr. L.K. Jha of the Brand Commission highlighted humans' indifference towards ecological concerns, warning of a potential future. Now, if we continue to ignore nature, then our future will be very bad. See, global warming is increasing. There is a depletion, huge depletion in the ozone layer. In future times, these UV rays, harmful UV rays, will be destroying us only, and it is because of our fault only. Right. So this potential future with a devastated planet dominated by deserts. So once upon a time, it will come that the way we are cutting trees, the way we are burning the forests, cutting down the trees, what will happen one day? Our green planet will turn into deserts only. We will not get water. We will not get vegetation. We will not get fruits, vegetables, anything edible. It will turn into a complete desert, and we will have to live in the desert. You see, there was a very interesting advertisement in television saying that, showing that, future time, pollution increased so much that people had to carry oxygen masks. Okay, because the air got so much polluted that you cannot breathe the naked air actually. So these small children going to school, they had small oxygen cylinders right at their back, putting the mask and inhaling the oxygen and going to school, coming from school. Okay, they cannot go anywhere to play, because if you go to play, that means what? Oxygen will become less from the cylinder. Again, you have to buy new oxygen. So lot of kharcha, expenses. Okay, so it was shown as a warning that what is going to happen in the future if we continue to destroy nature the way we are doing now. जिस तरीके से हम नेचर को डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे हैं, उस तरीके से जो है हम लोग खुद ही फंसेंगे एक दिन जाके फ्यूचर में. हम ना फंसे, लेकिन हमारा जो फ्यूचर जनरेशन है, ओके, आवर नेक्स्ट जनरेशन, दे विल सफर. And we don't think about that. This is the most selfish motive of human beings. We have to think about that. Okay. Now, again, let me read out from page 21 that the first brand report raised the question that are we to leave our successors a scorched planet of advancing deserts, impoverished landscapes and ailing environment. तो यहाँ पे जो है ये जो ब्रांड जो रिपोर्ट था, ब्रांड कमीशन का एक रिपोर्ट आया था. वन रिपोर्ट हैड कम फ्रॉम द ब्रांड कमीशन, एंड इन दैट ब्रांड कमीशन अ क्वेश्चन वाज आस्क्ड. उनके रिपोर्ट में क्वेश्चन किया गया था कि क्या हम हमारे फ्यूचर जनरेशन को एक डेजर्ट देके जाएंगे या एक हरा भरा प्लेनेट देके जाएंगे? डू वी वांट टू गिव आवर फ्यूचर जनरेशन अ डेजर्ट? डू वी वांट टू गिव देम अ डेजर्ट, or do we want to give them a green planet where water will be there, greenery, vegetables, fruits will be there? So this was the question asked. Okay, then our next point, if you see here, is ecological imbalance and forest depletion. Okay, so the foundation of the global economic system, including fisheries, forests, grasslands and croplands, faces degradation. It is going down due to excessive human demands. Our demands are increasing day by day. हमारे जो demands है वो दिन ब दिन increase ही होता जा रहा है. हम इतने greedy हो चुके. We have become so greedy that our demands are increasing day by day, and that is harming nature. and it is threatening the biodiversity. Biodiversity, in other words, it means our environment only, that consists of flora, fauna, flowers, plants, animals, human beings, everything. Okay, that is biodiversity. So threatening biodiversity, it is threatening biodiversity. And these the divisions, that the foundation of the global economic system, there are four things that the it was pointed by Mr. Lester R. Brown in his book The Global Economic Prospect. Okay, this was pointed out, this whole thing was pointed out by whom? By Mr. Lester R. Brown in his book. What is the name of the book? The Global Economic Prospect. Please remember the name and the book. What did he say? He said that there are four things that we need to understand, that the foundation of the global economic system includes four things: fisheries, forests, grasslands, and croplands. Remember the four things. Okay, I'll repeat once again. The foundation of the global economic system, this was told by Mr. Lester R. Brown in his book The Global Economic Prospect. He says that the global economic system has four things: fisheries, forests, grasslands, and croplands, and it is facing on a regular basis, it is going down and down and down due to excessive human demands, and it is threatening our biodiversity. Okay, let us go to the next explanation. Forests. Why are we shouting? These activists have been shouting that forests. Why? Because forests are safe forests. They have been shouting. Why? Crucial. Forests are very crucial for the earth's balance. Without forest, what will happen? It will turn into, our whole planet will turn into a desert. It will turn into a desert. Okay, and you see that out of all the 9 planets that we have, the 8 planets that we have, life exists only on Earth. Why? Because everything is available here. So we are blessed that we have got this life. हमें blessed feel करना चाहिए कि हम अर्थ में, प्लैनेट में हम लोगों का जन्म हुआ है, इस प्लैनेट में, धरती पर, ठीक है, और we have everything. Okay, so these forests are disappearing rapidly. Can you imagine 40 to 50 million, the data that has been given in your book, it says that 40 to 50 million acres of forests are disappearing every year. Can you imagine 40 to 50 million acres of forest land? 40 to 50 million acres of forest land disappearing every year, cutting down, burning. Sometimes there are natural disasters also, overheated places, automatically forests get burned, whatever the case is, but 90% times we human beings are responsible. And it needs an urgent call for increased planting. We must plant more and more and more trees so that we can do some makeup. हमें मेकअप करना चाहिए. एक तरफ पेड़ काटना जरूरी भी है. Sometimes it becomes important also to cut trees, but at the same time we must plant more trees. अगर 10 पेड़ काटा जाते, if you cut 10 trees, at least 50 पेड़ लगाइए, 50 plants. Okay, 50 plants you must, plantation पे increase करने के लिए हमें करना ही होगा. Okay, to meet the increasing fuel wood demand. See, fuel wood is a very important demand of our country. I said no, with wood many things can be done. Furniture, not only furniture, there are many other things that can be done with the help of wood. So it is important, but at the same time we must create a balance also by planting more trees. Okay, but we are not doing that. Okay, all right. Moreover, you see these 4 systems. I'll just come back. These 4 systems actually, fisheries, forests, grasslands, and croplands, they provide all the raw materials to us. Just imagine if our demand goes on increasing and increasing, one day what will happen is that fisheries will collapse. What is written in the book? I'll read out the line from the book. Again, page 21, last paragraph. If you see here, in addition to supply our food, these 4 systems provide virtually all the raw materials for industry except minerals and petroleum derived synthetics. Obviously, we do not get from these 4, we do not get petroleum and minerals. Okay. But apart from that, okay, we get all the other raw materials. Now what will happen in large areas of the world, human claims on these systems are reaching an unsustainable level. So our claims, our demands are reaching to such a great height that one day nothing will be there for us in future times. And then you see a point where their productivity is being impaired. Now once what will happen is that productivity will be affected. Land has a capacity to provide things. Okay, if we go on utilizing the land in a very bad manner, the soil will lose its productivity system. We will be left with nothing. We will not be able to grow crops also. And what is happening when this happens? अगर ये demand बढ़ता गया, if this demand goes on increasing and increasing and increasing, then what will happen is that fisheries will collapse, forests will disappear, right? Forests will disappear, fisheries will collapse. और क्या होगा देखिए, grasslands will be converted into barren wastelands. Wasteland मतलब जहाँ पे कुछ नहीं होगा, तो grasslands will be just deserts. Okay, land where everything is wasted, nothing can be grown there. Okay, and forests and croplands will deteriorate. जिन जमीन पे crops उगाया जाता है, the land where crops, the soil on which crops are grown, that will lose its fertility. It will not be fertile anymore. We will not be able to grow crops. It is as simple as that. तो यही जो है राइटर यही बार बार बोलना चाह रहा है. The writer is saying this again and again. ठीक है. आगे बढ़ते हैं हम लोग. Okay. And one more thing you see that I was talking of the forests here, right? In forest, what happens is that we get firewood, right? We get firewood from forests. It's not it. Now just imagine here, you see that in some poor countries, local forests are being destroyed actually to get firewood. Okay. For cooking purpose, right or wrong, firewood are used in poor countries. Firewood are used for cooking purpose. So forests are getting disappeared because trees are cut down on a very large scale. Now in some places, firewood has become very, very expensive. Why? Forests are not available. Demand is more, supply is less, so prices have gone up. You have read, I think in economics also, that when demand is more and supply is less. Okay, everybody wants petrol, but petrol is not available. Then what happens? The price of petrol will go up. Supply is not there, but demand is there. So the price will go up. Price ऊपर चला जाएगा. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे फायरवुड किसी पोर कंट्रीज में तो फायरवुड इतने एक्सपेंसिव है कि लोग खरीद ही नहीं पाते. People are not able to buy even. Okay, it has become so expensive that what is written in the book, you see, what goes under the pot now costs more than what goes inside it. इसका मतलब ये है कि people are not able to afford firewood at all in some countries. And in the words of Dr. Myers, the powerhouse of evolution, okay, several species of life face extinction as a result of its destruction. There are, you see, you know all these things. I think you have read also. Many of you have very good general knowledge also, that due to the cutting down of forests, the animal habitat, the natural home of animals is destroyed. And there are certain species of animals which are getting extinct, which are disappearing. They are not available anymore, or their numbers are very, very, very less. Why? Just because of the cutting down of forests. Okay, so this is it. Then even you see, I'll give you another example from your book itself, page number 22. If you look at the book, page number 22, paragraph number 2. The World Bank estimates, World Bank estimates what? That a five-fold, that means 5 times increase in the rate of forest planting is needed. So we must plant trees 5 times more what we are planting now. That was the demand of 2000 actually, in the year 2000 actually. Why? I tell you why. We need 5 times, we need to plant trees 5 times more. Only then there can be balance. Okay. Now it is needed to cope with the expected fuel wood demand. So firewood is getting less. People in poor countries are not able to cook food. So if you want to have, if those countries want to have firewood, then we need to plant trees 5 times more than we are doing now. Then there is James Peth, the president of the World Resources Institute. I'll just name here James Peth. He is who? He is the president of the World Resources Institute. World Resources. Please remember this names, okay? Institute. President of the World Resources Institute. He says that we were saying that we are losing the forests at an acre a second. 1 acre is lost at a second. 1 acre land, forest land. 1 acre forest land we are losing in 1 second. Can you imagine? 1 acre forest land in 1 second vanished. No more is there. So how fast the forests are getting disappeared? Just imagine. But it is much closer to an acre and a half a second. So the way we are cutting trees, we are actually cutting 1 acre of forest is getting disappeared. But the speed at what we are cutting down trees, we will soon increase the speed at 1.5 acre to 1.5 acre. तो अभी 1 एकड़ फॉरेस्ट डिसअपियर हो रहा है, कुछ दिन बाद ये 1.5 एकड़ हो जाएगा, कुछ दिन बाद ये 2 एकड़ हो जाएगा. तो धीरे धीरे करके जो है फॉरेस्ट बहुत रैपिडली जो हम लोग काटते जाएंगे. Say now I am cutting, I'll just give a very easy example to make you understand. Now I am cutting 5 trees. After 2-3 years, my speed increases, my stamina increases. So I will be cutting 7 trees, 2 trees more. Then next year my speed will go on increasing more and more and more. My excitement level will go more. My greed will become more. So I will be cutting 10 trees. Okay. In this way, what is going to happen? There is imbalance. Okay. I have taken a little extra time in explaining you this, but it will help you. If any of you wish to skip and go to the next explanation, please, you are free to do that. No problem. Environmental crisis in India and population growth. Now, this is a very important thing. Despite constitutional mandates, our constitution clearly states about the cutting of trees. There are strict laws, not rules. There are strict laws. Okay, I'll be stating you the constitutional article also here. But despite constitutional mandates, India faces, especially our country, India, it faces severe forest depletion. How much? 3.7 million acres annually. Every year, we are losing 3.7 million acres of forest land every year. And a staggering 8 times actual loss attributed to the disregard for laws. Constitution is there. Laws are there in the constitution. But how many of us follow the laws? हम लोग कितने हैं जो लॉस को फॉलो करते हैं? देयर इज एब्सोल्यूट डिसरिगार्ड फॉर द लॉस. ओके, लॉस को कोई फॉलो करता ही नहीं है. अब ये देखिए, population growth is worsening environmental challenges. Obviously we have crossed China. Indian population has crossed China. Now क्या होता है कि population is growing but productivity is less, production is less. So it is actually affecting environment, and we are facing so many environmental challenges with India's population. If we talk of that time, with India's population reaching 920 million in 1994, signaling the critical need for immediate population control measures. There is no population control measures, unfortunately, in the country. There are no laws. Possibly, I do not know, but there are no laws for population control. You see, I just read an article today. I read an article today about Italy. Italy is going to become a desert. Desert in the sense, not environmental issues, but there are strict laws of giving birth to babies. There are strict laws. Okay, so I think they had stopped. They had made a law that you cannot give birth to baby because we need to control the population. So they had made it a law. But in India, we do not have any law. You can have as many kids as a family wants. Okay, right or wrong. Anyways, now you see here is that We have crossed China because of this. Now I'll just give you a very easy example to make you explain this thing. Why population growth is affecting the productivity? Say for example, a father in a family. Okay, he, it's him and his wife, father and mother. It's him and his wife. Okay, and say there are 10 apples. Say there are 10 apples. I'm just giving an example. Then what happens is that they give birth to one baby. Okay, so first of all, one apple, baby comes, one apple, 3 apples. It does not affect. They still have 7 apples with them. Now another baby comes, another apple, 6 apples, another baby comes, 5 apples, another baby comes. I'm talking of population, okay? I'm talking of the overall population. Another baby comes, another baby comes, another baby comes, another baby comes. Say for example, now including they have 8 babies total. I'm just giving an example, okay? They are now 8 babies total. I'm writing here for you to understand. There are 8 babies total. 8 children. Okay, there are 8 children total. They have grown up. Father and mother 2 plus 8, 10. So all the 10 apples exhausted. Now they go on giving birth. So now they have to divide those 10 apples again into half. Okay, now say uncle and auntie come from somewhere. Father's relatives come from somewhere. They have their own children. Mother's relatives come from somewhere. Those relatives have their own children. The population is increasing, but there are only 10 apples. Now those 10 apples, they will divide into one apple. They'll divide into 4. They'll make 4 pieces of one apple and divide. So the pieces will start getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And if more and more people start coming to their house, what will happen? They'll get one small rice type of piece. Rice, you have seen, no, pulses rice. They'll get one small rice type of piece. So there will be malnutrition. Less food means malnutrition. So you see that because of population also our environment is getting depleted. Now let me state you the article. It is an article there. It is an article in the Constitution. There is a law, Article 48A of the Indian Constitution. It provides that the state shall endeavor to protect and improve the environment. It is given in our Constitution of India, Indian Constitution, that the state shall endeavor to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forests and wildlife of the country. Despite this law, do we follow the laws? Just tell me. I'm asking all the students here, those who are watching the video today. I'm talking very seriously, okay, and in a very angry mood, that are we following the laws? Are we following the laws? No, we are not following the laws. We are in a way disrespecting the Indian Constitution by not following the laws. It is given here, stated here, that the state shall endeavor to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forest. So we must save the forest, protect the environment and the wildlife of the country also. But there are many who do not follow the laws. They go on cutting trees. So this is the law that has come up. Okay. Now, next you say responsibility and vision. Now the writer here is talking of responsibility and vision. A new way of seeing the world cares about both people staying alive and keeping the planet safe. It is not only we people who should stay alive, but all the other living things also must stay alive. ऐसा नहीं कि हम सिर्फ जिंदा रहे, सारे जो है species of animals, plants, सब जिंदा रहे. हमें इसके लिए काम करना चाहिए. And we should have the responsibility sense. It is called the era of responsibility. Yes, it is the era of responsibility. ये responsibility की युग है. And it focuses on how everything is connected. सब कुछ कितने interconnected है. आप लोगों ने ये पढ़ा होगा ना, इकोलॉजिकल साइकिल. शायद पता नहीं, साइंस में पढ़ा होगा इकोलॉजिकल साइकिल. ठीक है ना, सांप जो है वो मेंढक को खाता है, फिर सांप को ईगल खाता है. So it goes on a chain like that. Okay, so we are dependent on one another. हम सब एक दूसरे के ऊपर dependent हैं. Okay, and people are noticing how industries can help. Obviously, we have become aware now. On social media also, you will find several, posts on all these things. So we are becoming aware, but we need to be more responsible. So people are noticing how industries can help take care of the environment. Okay, industries can take care of the environment. But leaders like Mr. Edgar S. Woolward are showing this, agreeing with Margaret Thatcher and Lester Brown about how we are responsible for looking after the earth. Yes, Mr. Edgar S. Woolward, then then Margaret Thatcher, okay, Lester Brown, all of these scholars, they are saying that we human beings, we have the responsibility for taking care of the earth. ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हमारा है कि हम अर्थ का टेक केयर करें, क्योंकि हमारे पास वो कैपेसिटी है, वी हैव द पावर. एनिमल्स डू नॉट हैव द पावर, प्लांट्स डू नॉट हैव मूवमेंट. वी ह्यूमन बीइंग्स हैव बीन ब्लेस्ड विद ऑल द पावर्स, सो वी मस्ट टेक केयर ऑफ द अर्थ, राइट? ओके. और हम लोग कुछ देर पहले वी वर टॉकिंग ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन, द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ पॉपुलेशन, राइट? इम्पैक्ट ऑफ पॉपुलेशन. तो यहाँ पे आई वुड लाइक टू रीड अ लाइन फ्रॉम द बुक, पेज नंबर 22, लास्ट पैराग्राफ. यू सी दैट by the year 1900 1 बिलियन करके बढ़ता गया. इन द 20th century 3.7 बिलियन और ऐड हो गया. प्रेजेंट डे पॉपुलेशन इज 5.7 बिलियन. से एवरी 4 days, हर 4 दिन में द वर्ल्ड पॉपुलेशन इंक्रीजेस बाय 1 मिलियन. हर 4 दिन में. कैन यू इमेजिन? एवरी 4 days the world population, this is page 23, the first paragraph. Every 4 days the world population increases by 1 million. From where will Mother Earth produce things? We are not doing anything also to increase the production also. We are only eating and consuming. Right or wrong? Okay. And now you see here is that, so you understood this thing. Now I would like to read one line from the book. This is a very beautiful statement actually. I have the book in my hand actually. This is from page 23. And I'll tell you about Mr. Lester Brown. Okay, Lester Brown ने क्या कहा था? Just listen to what Mr. Lester Brown says. A beautiful statement. Let me tell you, students, a beautiful statement. We have not inherited this earth from our forefathers. So our forefathers have not given us this earth to us. We have not inherited from them. We have borrowed it from our children. हमने अपने बच्चों से ही उधार लिया है. अब इसका मतलब समझिए. Please try to understand. We have not inherited this earth from our forefathers. हमने ये जो धरती है ये हमने अपने फोरफादर से नहीं लिया है. ठीक है, तो हमने किससे लिया है? हमने लिया नहीं है, हमने उधार लिया है. We have borrowed. हमने उधार लिया है किससे? अपने बच्चों से. मतलब यहाँ चिल्ड्रन मीन्स फ्यूचर जनरेशन. हमने फ्यूचर जनरेशन से ये उधार लिया है. और उधार जब हम लोग लेते हैं तो हम उधार को उसी कंडीशन में लौटा देते हैं जिस कंडीशन में हमने लिया था. से यू बोरो 100 rupees फ्रॉम मी, विल यू रिटर्न मी 50 rupees? नो, यू विल रिटर्न मी 100 rupees ओनली. सो वी हैव बोरोड द अर्थ फ्रॉम अस एंड लेट अस व्हाट ही ट्राइज टू मीन सो ब्यूटीफुल. लेस्टर ब्राउन सेज दैट हमने अपने बच्चों से जो अर्थ उधार लिया है, इसका मतलब हम जब नहीं रहेंगे तो हम उनको ये अर्थ उसी कंडीशन में उनको देके जाएंगे, उसी बेहतर कंडीशन में उनको देके जाएंगे. बेहतर कंडीशन. इफ वी हैव टेकन इट इन अ बेटर वे, वी कीप इट इन अ बेटर वे, देन वी कैन गिव इट बैक ऑल्सो इन अ बेटर वे. बट इफ वी हैव टेकन इट बट वी हैव नॉट led, or we have not maintained on staying on this earth, we have not maintained the things properly, then what will happen? We will be returning the damaged product. We will be returning the damaged things to our children, and that is what human beings are exactly doing now. हम लोग लेते हैं एक चीज बहुत टिप टॉप कंडीशन में, लेकिन जब रिटर्न करते हैं तो टूटे फूटे कंडीशन में उसको रिटर्न करते हैं. ये नहीं होना चाहिए. दिस शुड नॉट हैपन. दिस इज व्हाट Mr. Lester Brown says, and a beautiful statement you see. Okay, now we will continue. So let us have this analysis of the text now, since the textbook is over and I have tried to give you the most important things also from your book. Okay, but please go through the book once. So this is the analysis of the text, very small, okay, very short. The Ailing planet for class 11 summary emphasizes the green movement's role as a crucial reform for all species. Not only focusing not only on human sustainability, but also on the safeguarding of non-human life, animals, plants, everybody, everything on this earth, on this planet is important, not only human beings. Okay, so your class 11 summary, this Ailing planet, it emphasizes on the green movement. that we must support the green movement, that we must emphasize the green movement, that we must carry forward the green movement, make people aware, more and more people aware, that only human beings are not important, nature is important, and all the aspects, all the things in the nature, plants, animals, all are important, okay, and we must safeguard and protect them, okay, for our future generation. It advocates perceiving earth as a living being. So earth is not a non-living thing, as I told you in the beginning of the starting of the topic only, that earth is not a non-living thing anymore. We used to think it a non-living thing years back, not now. Now earth is a living thing, and stressing humanity's responsibility I'm sorry, it is our it is our responsibility, ये हमारा responsibility बनता है. किसका क्या responsibility? What is that responsibility? To moderate demands and foster sustainable long-term development. Okay, ये जो demands है हम लोगों का ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा excessive demands, this should come to a moderate range or moderate rate. ये moderate rate में होना चाहिए, है ना? और fostering of sustainable long-term development. Sustainable development means not damaging. Now I can use a product, okay, from the environment, but I should not damage that product so that the future generation cannot use it. I should not do this. All right, and not only about human beings. When I talk of the next generation, I don't mean only human beings. ठीक है, आप लोग उसको human beings ना समझे. Everything is important. As I told you, plants, animals, सब, all the life forms are important. हमें सभी के लिए सोचना चाहिए, सभी future elements के लिए हमें सोचना चाहिए. तो demands moderate हो जाए, less हो जाए demand, थोड़ा सा less demand. These are the two important key points: less demand and sustainable development. Sustainable development का meaning मैंने आपको समझाया, आप लोग इसको याद रखिए and try to implement all these things in the practical life. You know, you spread this awareness. ये awareness आप सब लोगों में spread कीजिए कि लोग जो है environment को take care करें, जैसे हम अपने घर family members को take care करते हैं. The way we take care of our families, we should take care of the environment, mother nature also in the same way. Okay, so that is all from me for today. Thank you so much, and I'm back once again. With brand new explanations videos. I'm going to complete class 11 topics very soon. Don't worry. After a long gap, actually, I am appearing before you. Today at 7, I had uploaded a video. Yesterday at 7, I had uploaded a video, and today also again a new video is being uploaded. So all of you must watch the video. And as I always request, subscribe, like, and share my channel with everybody, and let the subscribers increase. I'm only at 17,200 subscribers. Let it increase to 50,000. 50,000 is my target. 50,000, yes, come on. 50k subscribers my target. So then most of the students get benefit from my channel. Okay, I am providing free notes. I am providing you all the free explanations, and then important questions, grammar explanations, and many things. Okay, so only on one channel, and don't worry, after I finish with English and all the topics from 11 and 12, let me tell you that I promise, especially the class 10 students, I promise that I will be starting with the other subjects like social studies, health education also, and I'm on the way preparing all these things. Don't worry, you will get all the subjects on one channel itself. All right, maths and science, I'm not very sure right now because I have no maths teacher in my hand, and I do not want to collab with anybody else also. It is my individual channel. Okay, I have grown it with the with a lot of hard work, so I don't want to share it with anybody. Actually, I have got a lot of offers also from plenty of places, but I don't give much interest actually. Anyways, but I would like to request all of you that please everybody come to the same platform and get maximum benefits from my channel. Okay, so anyways, thank you so much for watching the video, having patience. Okay, with love from Omni Gyan, and all the best to all of you. Thank you so much.